Hi guys, welcome to the next video. This is the second installment of Back to Basics, and what I wanted to do with you guys was just to go through, as I promised, all the brushes that I use. I'm not going to do an entire MAC brush essential because I think people build that up over time and people need to know just the essentials of brushes in general in terms of makeup and what they do and how to use them. The first thing I'm going to do is start with the eyes, so the eyeshadow brushes, all that kind of thing. The first thing I'm going to do is, what I will do is I'll tell you what I'm using and I'll give you a MAC alternative if you really want to get the MAC, because obviously you can build it up over time. Another good brush company would be the Robert Jones Beauty Academy. They do amazing brushes. He's just amazing in terms of makeup and his vision and everything. So I'll give you those, what the MAC brushes are, but today I'm using the Froilin 3.8. And they come in a case like this. I'll just show you. Now you can get kind of what makeup artists use around. You can get the belt version, but this is what I keep my brushes in. So you can see there, you've got a lot of brushes there. I got 16 in mine. I was just thinking in my head there, I got 16 brushes in mine. And that's the Froilin 3.8. And you can get the one where it comes around your waist and you can attach it if you're a makeup artist as well. Now the first thing I want to talk about is eye brushes. The first thing I want to talk about is the flat stiff brush. And this is what it looks like. There will be pictures on my website, Cure Explosion of Beauty. And what you want to do with that is for your eyeshadow for your lid. So it goes in there, it doesn't go above the crease or up here in your highlight area. It's just plain for your lid. And it really gives you colour where you need it. And that's why it's called a flat stiff brush. The MAC equivalent, this is Froilin, and it has, you can see here, it's Froilin 3.8. The MAC equivalent, I think, is a 239. But I feel that this does really, really good job. And that's what it looks like. Again, pictures will be above on my website, Cure Explosion of Beauty. If you're interested in Froilin, I can give you the link to where you can buy them. So I feel what a flat stiff brush does is that it really gets the colour to where you need it, and it doesn't put it where you don't want it. Sometimes you can get brushes that are they're just a little bit on the big side, so when you are trying to fill in your colour, it ends up going up a little bit higher than you intended. So this is a really, really good brush to have in your kit if you're starting out. That's the flat stiff brush, and it's the Froilin, and again the MAC alternative is a 239. The next one I want to talk about is the stiff dome brush, and it's called a dome brush because of the shape. If you see the shape here. Now what that's for is for the crease of the eye. So when you're building your crease and you're trying to get like a smoky eye, for example, or if you've got a pink and you want a dark purple above it and you want to really get it quite smoky and for a nighttime look, this is what the stiff dome brush is for. You can see, so what you would do is, as you can see these are a new set, is you would just go in, and again the shape is perfect for what it's intended for, is getting you that kind of smoky look, a flat dome brush, and the MAC equivalent for that is a 217 as far as I know. So that's what that's for, and you can see that's why it has a specific dome shape. And again, Froilin are half the price of MAC, and they really are very, very good quality. And the other Froilin products I get are the eyeshadows that you see me use. The second edition, the 2 palettes that I get, they're all Froilin and the colours are amazing. So do have a look at Froilin if you get a chance, because they really are a good way to build up your kit while you're trying to build up maybe your MAC or your Robert Jones brushes as well. So that's the dome brush, the stiff dome brush. The next one I want to talk to you about is the soft dome brush. So that was kind of a bit more of the first one the second one I showed you was a stiff dome brush, and this is a soft dome brush. And it has a similar kind of look to it. It's a little bit bigger, as you can see. Tiny little bit bigger at the ends. You can get a close look there. And what that's used for is your brow bone. So creating your highlight area. And again, it's very, very well made so that it does just get the areas you intend. And really is good quality as well. Very, very good quality. And that's what it looks like. And I think I'm trying to think of the equivalent. I think it's a MAC 224 as far as I know. If you want to get the MAC brush prices, I know in the UK they start at around £15 to £20 per brush, so that will give you an idea of the brushes in MAC. But Froilin are half the price, and their quality, and that's what I wanted to show you guys today. Their quality are very, very good. So that's the soft dome brush. The next one I wanted to talk to you about is having a pencil brush, and this is a different kind of colour. It is Froilin, but it's if you see the colour is a little bit different. And what that's for is really blending in your liner, powder liner. Also, it gives you a look that isn't so harsh. Sometimes when you go in with your liner and you do the wing, it can look quite harsh. But if you just want to have kind of you do want to have your line defined, maybe go in with some powder, this is perfect for that. And I'll just show you. This is what it looks like. And that's the Froilin 3.8. Now they don't have alternative numbers for Froilin, they all just have Froilin 3.8 on the front. And on the bag, when you get it, it comes in like a leather bag. And that's what that looks like. They're the eyeshadow brushes. Then what I wanted to talk to you about was a foundation brush. Now you often see me use my hands as applicators when I'm doing tutorials or requests. I do use a foundation brush on clients, and the one that I wanted to show you seems to have, here it is, sorry guys, is this brush here. Now for the foundation brush, this is more like a stippling brush. I can't think to mind the MAC alternative for this one, but I can put it on the website for you, Kira Explosion of Beauty, and that's what mine looks like. And it really is a stippling brush. I love the texture. I'm willing to put up with a little bit of a harshness to my face, as this is quite harsh, if it gets the colour in the right areas and blends everything correctly. Because there's no point in having an amazing foundation, an amazing brand, an amazing brush and not being able to use it in the right way. So this really, really, really helps me. Again, this is Froilin again, this is what it looks like. Just says Froilin 3.8, and this is the shape of the foundation brush. They do come in bigger versions as well, but I like this applicator and I like this size. Now this would be used, I would use for cream foundations, and then I would put my powder on with a different brush. So what I would do is I would do my concealer, and then I would put my foundation in certain places, and I would then blend out my foundation, and then after that I would go in with my other Froilin powder brush and I would go over to set my foundation. So that's what I do, but it's very good at stippling and patting in those areas where you just want everything to blend really, really good, really, really well and nice, and have a real finished look to your makeup. And that's Froilin 3.8, and that is my foundation stippling brush. Okay. And what else I wanted to talk to you about is just a blush brush, because what you want blusher to do is just add colour to your face. Blusher isn't there to kind of contour your face, it's to add life to your face. And so you want the size of your blusher brush to reflect that. And this is what I use here. It just has its protective coat on it. Sorry, I just need to take it out. Some of these are new. I do every year and a half or so get a new blusher brush and powder brush and things like that, because I go through them quite quickly. And this is my blusher brush, and you can see that it's really designed in a specific shape. You don't really see this shape. I love the feel of these as well. So as I turn it to here, you can see it actually matches where my blusher is on today. So if I tilt my head and you just do this, you can see that it really does go in the direction where you're supposed to place colour on your face. So I really, really enjoyed buying this, and even looking at it online and looking at because I bought it online. But when I saw the shape, it really attracted me to the brush because a lot of blusher brushes just fan out from here and they fan out and it's like almost like a circle. So you really have to work to get it in the right areas. But with the shape of this blusher brush, it actually almost has like an oval like shape to it. And as you turn it, you can see that it really does give you precise colour in the places you want it to. And then if you do want to blend it out or fan it out again, you don't need a lot of colour, you can just really go into the places where you need it. So I really would recommend this brush. Or even not Froilan, but you could get the same. I have to say, I haven't seen another brush in this kind of shape. So the MAC, let me think, there is a blending brush, a MAC 168, so it may be similar in what it does, but I'm not sure if it's similar in the shape, because as I said before, this was the first brush I saw like this, and I love the colour as well. The colour is really, really, I love it. I like it a lot. So that's my blusher brush. And then what I wanted to do was to show you my cheek highlighter brush. So my highlighting brush, and this again is a different shape. This is my highlighting brush, and where I highlight is under the eye, the top of the forehead, the chin, and I contour the cheeks and just the temples and a little bit on the forehead. So everything that you highlight will come forward. Everything that you contour will recess, will go back. So you need just the shape of your highlighting brush to reflect that. And this is my highlighting brush here, and it's thinner at the end and thicker at the front. So if I show you what I mean, give you that there. And again, really, really good, product placement on your face as well. So I'm very happy with this as well. Again, you shouldn't have to replace your brushes for a couple of years, but if you do get like a non-branded at times, I mean, I do invest in MAC brushes and Robert Jones brushes as well, but I do like to, when I'm out doing other people's makeup, have a set that I just like to have a brand new set maybe every year and a half or so, just to try the new brushes and try the styles. And when I tried this before, I really liked how it got my highlighting in my areas, because when you're bringing it in under the eye, obviously as you get closer to your eye, you don't need as much product, and that's where this thinner area comes in really handy. So you can just turn the brush and place your highlighter just in the inner corners of the eye, and you're actually just getting the product, and turn it again in where it needs to be. So really good. And then if you just need to do the chin or here, you can use the bigger part of the brush for that as well. So I could highly recommend Froilan brushes, because they really do what they're supposed to do, and they're for half the price. What I'll do is on my website, Cure Explosion of Beauty, I will put up where you can buy Froilan brushes and any Froilan products. So that's what my contour brush, or sorry, not my contour, my cheek highlighter brush looks like. Now if I show you my contour brush, again it has a similar shape. A similar colour, sorry. Now I've seen a few people use these brushes for different things. People say they use them for different things and not for one. So I might use it for something totally different to what somebody else uses it for. I use it for contouring purely because of the shape. So as I said before, sorry, that's just the packaging from it. This is what it looks like, and I'll explain why. So this is what it looks like. You can get them in different colours. I like this colour. I've already said where I highlight. So I highlight the forehead, the chin, and just underneath the eyes. Where I contour, and I love the shape for this, it's just absolutely perfect. Where I contour is under my jawbone, not all the way, just halfway, my temples, and my forehead, and the same on the other side, and sometimes down along the nose, depending on what shape I'm looking for. And the shape for that, of this brush for the contouring is perfect, especially if you're using powder to contour. So you're getting your product and you're just looking in the mirror directly and really placing that product where it needs to be. And what you're doing is you're bringing forward, the more you contour and get the precision and the accuracy right, the more you're perfecting your contouring, what you've just done. So you're bringing out the areas of your face that you want people to see and notice, and you're actually making your face yourself, no matter what shape you have, what shape face you have, you're making your face look thinner, which is always a good thing as well. I haven't got any bronzer or anything on today, so I can't really show you, but this is the shape for contouring. It's really, really, really amazing. And again, the quality of Froilan brushes, I cannot really recommend highly enough, particularly because, you know, you would think you're getting a very high quality branded brush set, but you know, you're obviously not paying the high price. Now, for a contour brush, I think MAC do a 108 or a 107. 108, I think, or 7 it could be, I'm not sure which one it is. But they do their own contouring brush. But I didn't really want to pay that price just for my contouring brush when I knew that Froilan were very, very good. So there is the contouring brush. And that brings to the end my essential brushes for the face. What I wanted to show you, there are a few little extras in terms of going back to the eyes, and this is just something that I have all the time, and this is my brow kind of shaping. So you can see here at the bottom you've got your comb, and at the top it's kind of like a little brush, and it's really good to kind of, before you put any makeup on, really, and before you kind of highlight the brows or colour, you know, put your powder on the brows or anything like that, is to brush them and comb them into shape, obviously after tweezing or waxing or anything like that, and then start to place your colour onto your eyebrows. But it's always good to shape them into, I often do that before my application of brow powder, because it does really give them the shape that they need to be in and where you want to place the colour as well. It gives you a better idea of where you want your colour to be placed. So that came with my set as well, and that's a Froilan 3.8, and it's like, I would call it like a brow shaper, and really essential, I think, for a kit for any girl or woman to have, because it really does help you to find the shape of your brows as well. The other thing that I would recommend is a lip brush, because again, a lip brush gives you precision in placement of colour. So I do have one here. Sorry guys, I just want to show you quickly. This is my lip brush, and again it just has a protective top on it. I just take that off and that's my lip brush, and again you can see it's quite thick at the beginning and it thins out at the end, and the reason it does that is to give you precision when placing, I don't have any lipstick on at the moment, but when placing your lip colour on. So the good thing about it is it's so small, you're really rarely make a mistake. Sometimes the lip brushes can be quite thick, so when you're trying to really get in just at the corners and really define the shape of the mouth, it can be quite difficult. So I could highly recommend Froilan for that as well. I don't really have a MAC alternative or any other brand alternative for a lip brush, because I tend to stick with what works in my case, and this really does work. I've even had people comment when I use Froilan brushes on them how precise it gets the colour of the lips. And again, you can go in with as much colour or as little colour as you want and blend that out really nicely. So it does work really well, and that's what it looks like. And I think it helps too that it's a different colour in the beginning and then it goes to white, so it's grey and then it goes to white, which really, you can really see then where you're placing your product as well. So that would be my back to basics. I'm going to put all the brushes back into the bag and just show you how it came, and then you can see for yourself. But they are the essential brushes that I would recommend that you have in your kit. If anybody else has any additions or wants to do a video response to this video, that would be great. It's always good to share knowledge and to share these things with each other. And just in general, what you think of Froilan. Has anybody else tried Froilan brushes, and what do they think? Again, if you do have tutorials that you would like to have seen, I am doing those still, so still feel free to message me about that. And thank you for watching this video. This was the Back to Basics eyeshadow, essential eyeshadow brushes, and that's what it looks like when it comes. And some of them you can see that I still haven't used, that I still have the little protective coverings on. But there's the brushes here. You can see that you've seen me today, and I like the cover. If I just show you, it kind of rolls up and it has Froilan at the end, so it's quite good. You can get the version where, as I said before, where it is like a belt, but I really liked how it kind of had this little tie, and you just wrap it around and you can just pop it in your makeup set or your makeup toolkit, and it's great for on the go, so excellent. So thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in the next video. And don't forget to check out my blog, Kira Explosion of Beauty, for all of the, I'm going to be doing a big article on what I've just done today, and you'll see all the pictures of the brushes one by one, so you can really have a good look at them as well. Do message me again, because I will, if you have any questions about Froilan, and I will also put on Kira Explosion of Beauty where to get Froilan products. And thank you for watching.